Hi everyone, it's Tammy from Tammy Colors 2, and today you are here for, hopefully on purpose, if not, if you just stumbled onto this video, welcome. This is a celebration of tea and coloring in Afternoon Tea Coloring Book by Teresa Goodridge. This is a series I started with the Time for a Cuppa coloring book by Jen Racine, which that whole series is on a playlist in my channel. It was popular and people asked me to continue. It has been a couple weeks since my last video, and I apologize for that. Many things happening and I was doing good for a while, but I got very overwhelmed. So this is the book. We will move it out of the way. What do I have for you today? I have Chinese Blueberry. This is by Dominion Tea. Dominion Tea is one of the 3 companies I have linked in the description. They sell online. They are located in Purcellville, Virginia, if you would like to stop by. It's close to Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, in the tri-state area right there. They have a tasting room if you are interested, but they do sell online. I would imagine the majority of their sales are online. They have fabulous tea. We went there for our 10th anniversary to Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, and we wanted to do some tea tastings and do a high tea, and so we did both of those things. We ran into, I had found it online, and I'm like, oh, well, while we're there, it's really close. Let's just stop by. So we went to their tasting room. It was really cool. So Chinese Blueberry is one of their blends, and I really fell in love with it. This one is a green tea. It has lemongrass, lemon peel, blueberries, and blue butterfly pea flower, along with some natural flavors. You can kind of see in here, I can get one. Oh, there's a blueberry right there. And you can see the lemongrass. You don't really see the pea flowers. Now what the pea flowers do is they can actually, and this cup that I made today did not turn out with a blue shade, but it often has a blue shade to it. And butterfly pea flower is often put in teas. You can also buy it and drink it by itself. It's blue. And it does come out blue, and I think a lot of people drink the flower, which I think I'm going to look into getting some of the flowers because I want to see what those taste like. And I'm interested in making some of my own blends maybe. But we'll see how that goes. It takes a while to get all the parts. There's a lot of parts to making tea. But anyway, this is a fabulous green flavor. It's a Chinese green tea, so it's not terribly grassy, like the Japanese ones can be. It is a little bit sour, but not as sour as you might think with all the lemongrass and the lemon peel in it. It's really good if you put sweetener in it. If not, and like I said, sometimes it does come out blue, which is one of the reasons I wanted it, because blue is one of my favorite colors, or my favorite color. So I have been enjoying this. I can actually link this particular tea in the description if you want to try it out for yourself. The butterfly pea flower is rich in antioxidants. A lot of people believe, I know I saw some things about it promoting weight loss, which it seems like they think everything does. Everything with tea promotes weight loss. Well, if you only drink tea, yeah, you'll probably lose weight. Anyway, I'm joking. I'm sorry. But it is caffeinated. It is a green tea. And if you didn't know, one time I said that a trick, if you want to drink a tea that is caffeinated, but you want that tea and there's not a decaffeinated form, you can, all of the caffeine, or most, I should say most of the caffeine comes out in the first steeping. So you can steep it, dump that off, and then re-steep it, and it will have much less caffeine in it. So there you go. And it has, this one has a lot of, I call it dirt. It's like tea dirt. Has a lot of fine particles in it. But it is very good. Like I said, one of my favorites, you know, Earl Grey is my other one, which I have a fabulous, I found probably my most favorite Earl Grey tea. So we have to do that one too. I've not had that one before. It was kind of an accident. So let me put this to the side and get my markers and we'll get started. All right, so here we go. I got myself together. I chickened out and decided to treat the page with satin glazing liquid, which is this. And I got some underneath it and I didn't realize it. and so I couldn't pull it off of the plastic and I ripped the page. However, the entire picture is still there. So we'll be okay. It'll still be fine. There's nothing I can do about it, so there's no reason to cry about it. I'm going to use Color It water brush pens. I love these. I got them because I was looking at them, and then Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, recommended them. There's 24 colors, and you can mix anything you want. And they had refills, but I was looking on the website because they have ink bottles of watercolor, and you can refill these. However, I was looking the other day and I didn't see them on their website, so I need to ask them about that. I know a lot of things have kind of gone by the wayside since the pandemic because they've been too hard to get. So but these are the colors that are in the 24 colors. I also have my Arteza real brush pens over here. I have the Arteza case, but I had, you know, the funny thing is I took these out, I think because I wanted to put them together with these metallic ones and have them all together. But now I hate these cases. And I thought they were easier to get in and out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna move them back to their original case, to be honest. Or I may have taken them out. No, I don't know. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to do just the Color It's. Here's my, oh, I have a new water cup. I realized that I will leave water sitting here on my desk, and I envision me spilling it all over everything. So this has just, I mean, is this waterproof? No. I mean, but you just pull these up, but it's a nice protection. It has 2 wells in it, so I've got some water there. And we're gonna ride the bike. I've got a little mixing palette here and some inspirations, because I'm gonna do something like this. I mean, obviously mine's not going to be exactly, but I wanted some color. I need colors in my brain. So that's my inspiration. And hopefully these won't, I mean, it shouldn't take very long to do. I have some ideas. And we'll hope that, I mean, the nice thing is, since I did treat the page, I should be able to just blend it. And then if I don't like it, I can always pull it back up a little bit, since color should theoretically just sit here. So here we go. My only thing is I don't know what color to make the words, but we'll figure that out as we go. Let's I'm going to start with the easy part, easy-ish. Now, if there's what I believe will be gold, I'm probably going to do that at the end with this Uniball. I'm really liking this one. I've reformulated it or improved it because I've had them before and they sucked, but this one is kind of nice. All right, so let's do the things that we just want to make sure that my camera is angled right. Okay, wish me luck. here we go. I forgot that I needed a paper towel just in case. All right, so I'm gonna go with a purple. I forgot to open my color swatch. So if I want purple, I'm gonna go with Lovely Lilac, which should be this one. But I think I'm gonna have to mix it with a little bit of Sharp Indigo. Let's see what happens, right? If I had the actual inkwells, I'd just put ink in here and make it happen. Kind of a lovely color. Pull a little bit of this with the purple in it. You can see how it's just kind of sitting on top there. And I should be, oops, got that too far. I have a water brush here. So if I want to, I can move it around a little bit. I think that's actually the color I wanted right there. Now I want some Faithful Fuchsia, which is a dark color. See this Faithful Fuchsia here? And I am going to, oops, I just realized that this is kind of goopy there. So I can take my water and move it around if I want to. I see some, oops. This is where I'm gonna be terrible with this. Not a professional, but there, now we'll cover that up. So I'm going to take a little bit of the fuchsia and put it in my palette here, and then mix it with some water to lighten it up. And then I'm going to put it in the hearts. I don't think I got enough Faithful Fuchsia in there. So how's everyone doing? I apologize that this has taken me so long. I have been very busy succumbing to the reality that I'm busy. I got a lot going on. I've got some more volunteering I'm doing for a state historical site called the Adena Mansion and Gardens. It's in Chillicothe, Ohio. You can look it up. They have a Facebook page. They have a website. And technically they are closed. I don't think they open again until April. However, if you didn't know, Ohio became a state on March 1st or March 3rd, March 1st, 1803. Oh, now I'm wondering if I'm 1803? Yes, 1803. So every year, so the Adena Mansion and Gardens is where the Seal of Ohio was envisioned, and it's on the top of a hill in Chillicothe, and it's really the only thing up there. There's a caretaker's house, and that's it. The house is a mansion, quote unquote. By today's standards, it would not be a mansion. However, at the time it was built, in the late 1700s, early 1800s. I can't remember when it was finished because I'm not a docent, so I don't do the actual history. But it is a neat house. They have restored it to pretty much what it originally looked like, and you can now tour it in the spring and summer. They close after Labor Day, I believe. Yeah, it should be right after Labor Day because we do our murder mystery in September, like the weekend after Labor Day. So I think that around then is when they close for the season. So, oh, my color is getting a little thin here. So I have to coax some out of my pen, but it's picked up some water. So now the color is washed out. That's the other thing you can do. You can always put water on the end of it and it will lighten it up some. All right, so but anyway, so every year they celebrate Statehood Day, and we have a little 15-minute skit that we do. Well, I'm gonna put my hands in it 5 times a day, or 5 times that day, and it's all free. I mean, you can go and see it, and the women don't have a lot of parts because it's a man, pretty much a man thing, but we do have some parts. And so that's what I'm doing. But I practice on the weekends, and my parents have some challenges. My dad's got some things going on, health things, and let's see. I'll probably leave that white if I can manage to make it look decent. I can't decide. I would like to leave it white and then rim it with gold here and there. So I have some ideas. We'll see if we can make it look good. And then that would be white or gold. I could just make the handle gold because a lot of times they were. Let's see, I need a color for the T. Oh, why don't we use this? sweet ginger color for the tea. And I'm probably gonna shake the camera if I'm not careful. I'm gonna put some water down here so I can grab it. We'll make it kind of a brownish tea. All right. So what have y'all been up to in February so far? I guess the month is like half over. Let me tell you, this is a learning experience, but I guess the only way you get better is to do it, right? I think I'm always saying that. I have to decide if I want to try to go back in with pencil and shade this, but I hate pencil on treated paper. If I was going to use pencil, I should have sanded it. I'm counting on making this rim another color. And then we'll make the this is gonna look so jinky. But you know what? I've committed. It's fine. Actually, I need to make it darker because it didn't come out as dark as I thought it would. All right, so there's some tea. No, I think I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna work on this rose down here, which I'm gonna make like a peachy color, I think. Don't want to make it a pinky peach or a burgundy. I mean, I could do like a regal red. I mean, I could do a raspberry color and just make it like a red, like witty raspberry, you know. I'm committing now, aren't I? Look at that. I think my brush kind of fell apart there. It's okay, let me pick it up off the paper. If I can get a hold of it. I'll have to wait for it to dry. Not gonna hurt anything. All right, so that's gonna dry. I promise this will look better by the time we're done. It's in the ugly phase right now. vivid green. Oh, we'll even put some up here. And the flower. We'll move the flower up a little bit. Get these petals done. So yeah, I think I forgot to tell you because I got distracted by the watercolor brush that we do a performance on, this year it's on Saturday, March 3rd for Statehood Day, and it's free and people can come up and watch the little skit and learn about, you know, Ohio and its how it became a state, basically. And the mob scene is fun when the people are arguing. That's so much fun. I think I might try to come back in with my Witty Raspberry. Let's see if I can add a little more color now. To let it dry so that I could come in and add a little more color. Ugh, I can't seem to not make a mess. Like I'm always making some kind of it's funny because when I watch people color, I don't run into that. I'm just starting to think I should just do pencil coloring because it may be slow, but I'm definitely more confident in pencil coloring than I am anything else. Because I have really done some doozies this last month. Anyway, I forgot to do the rose up here on the handle. Now we're going to decide what color to make the rest of it. I definitely have to make it a color now. I could do Positive Peach. Oh, how do we feel about Positive Peach? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah, why not? It'll be a nice light color. I don't know what color I'm going to make these leaves yet. I think I would have been more comfortable if I didn't treat the paper, but it depends. And I keep rolling this page up down here. I guess I should have let it dry, huh? Learn from me. Because now I'm going to stick my hand in it, right? And I'll probably do gold. I'll probably do gold accents on all of these. Let's see. So February was my mom's birthday. And my friend Melissa's birthday is in February. And our friend Jason's birthday is in February. So we have all these birthdays in February. And work has been really busy, and I do not have a lot to talk about. So, but we will post this anyway, because I'm not gonna, if you knew how many videos, like sometimes I'll sit down and I'll be like, I want to do a color and chat, and I'll sit down and do it, and I end up just throwing it away, or, you know, deleting it, because I'm like, man, because then I'll run out of things to talk about. But oh, that's a pretty color. I think once it dries, I think we'll be okay. I'll just put some down in here, maybe make it darker later. It's kind of like a placeholder color. I'm gonna do gold, and then, oh, I have to decide what to do with the leaves that are out here. I mean, I guess I could make them green. I mean, they are leaves. They would probably be green. I should probably let that dry before I go back and do that. Okay. I do need to decide what color I want that handle to be. Did I say I was going to make it gold? I think I decided I was going to make that gold. All right, let's see. I think we're going to do a turquoise and a blue. The question is, what color should this one be? I could do turquoise with like pink polka dots or something like that, and then light blue here with the butterfly on it. Tough call. Let's see. As I get distracted, we will take our gray color up here and oops, just decide to color in the steam coming off. See, because the paper's treated, I should be able to move it some and correct some of my issues. But I have to be careful, because when it's wet, I'm going to keep moving it around, and then it's going to be a problem. I think I can come in with some pencil and really make that darken up this gray a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna have these all mixed up. What color did I want to use? Do I want to use a dark green for these little leaves up here? Could. Watch me. All right, so I have dashing dark green. Which might be a mistake. Let's see. I can lift some of it off at least. And then fix it with the pen. Oh, look at that. It was always that color. All right. So we were trying to decide what color this should be. Part of me thinks yellow, part of me thinks turquoise. Of course, I could do turquoise with like pink flowers and then do pink with yellow polka dots. Let me do that. All right, so we'll do it's called Thrilling Teal. And I might, the flowers, I might use something else. I cannot keep from rolling this paper because it got bent. So I keep rolling it up with my arm. But I think if I use like an acrylic paint pen on these flowers, it will be very cool. And I won't have to worry about it if I make horrible mistakes. I just think that these colors in these pens are so pretty. So what did everybody do for Valentine's Day? If you want to hear that story, my husband and I, our relationship was pretty much founded on him never being around for Valentine's Day because he had New York Toy Fair, and New York Toy Fair was always, except for maybe once or twice, the week of Valentine's Day. So, we never got to celebrate Valentine's Day together, which he hated. I mean, he didn't like going to New York Toy Fair anyway, because he doesn't like New York, at least New York City. And it's just, I mean, it's a lot for people that are not from a big city. It's just different way of life and being and everything else. To me, it's very claustrophobic because the buildings are so tall and towering over you and stuff. So, but anyway, he didn't like going to New York Toy Fair. And being away from me on Valentine's Day, he hated even more. But we learned we would just celebrate when he got back. So we had our own Valentine's Day, and it was cheaper because roses are ridiculously expensive on Valentine's Day. If you get them any other time, they're not. I mean, not that he buys me roses all the time, but that's just like an example. So going out to dinner, we would go out like the next week and celebrate Valentine's Day. And it would be, we could get into any restaurant we wanted because it was not Valentine's Day. So, I mean, that's just kind of how we did it. And so now we sort of do the same way, even though he doesn't go to New York Toy Fair anymore. Since the pandemic, Jim has cut down on his booth size at the show, and he doesn't get enough customers, so William isn't needed, and he has people close to there, that he doesn't have to fly in. So we get to spend Valentine's Day together now. And so what we do is, like last night, I fixed a nice dinner. We eat on our china or some, you know, nice dishes that we have, which I really need to start eating on my china more. Otherwise, why have it? So we do that. I'm going to put some down in here. And then maybe sometime next week we'll go out to dinner somewhere. But it's also like I tell people, you know, it's like, it's always like Valentine's Day with us. You know, we're always, we tell each other we love each other. We, you know, are always doing cards and super cutesy lovey-dovey stuff. So I was trying to do a little bit of shading there. So far, for such a rocky start, I am overall pretty happy with how it's coming out. Okay, so we'll let that dry. What are we doing for time? So, let me finish this. I'll probably speed it up, and then we will see what it looks like in the end. Okay, so I'm done. And oh, it's pretty. It's not the worst, you know, I have ever done, but it was pretty bad. So here's what it looks like now. I just did some things in gold. I mean, am I happy with the teacups? Yes. Am I happy with everything else? No. But you know what? It happens. And that's the way life is. Sometimes you try things and they don't work. And that's how you learn. So I tried this. Like I said, I have done worse. and the funny part is I had 4 or 5 acrylic paints here, sitting here, and I was going to acrylic this background here. I hadn't decided if I was going to leave the table, which I didn't go up far enough over here, but it could be, I don't know, a weird corner or a weird table. You never know. And I was just going to put acrylic on here and just make it look good with the writing and the teacups. And I decided that I was frustrated enough. I have zero patience for acrylic paint anyway right now. And it would just exacerbate it. And I want to learn how to use acrylic paint. And if I let it ruin me now, then I'll never do it. So this is just going to be my, hopefully this is me, you know, chucking in all the bad things, and we're just getting them out of the way, and we're going to move on. You know, I'm sure everybody's had this picture, this picture. I'm sure everyone's had this kind of a thing before where it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse the farther you go. But I don't throw them away. I don't rip them out. I don't, I did it for better or worse. And, and the other thing about a background is if there is the worst color to use for a background, I will pick it. So I'm like, it's not half bad. I'll just leave it. So there you go. I mean, it's terrible. And if I put acrylic paint on there, I thought if I make this any wetter. So not the biggest fan of treating Creative Haven pages. So we'll just stick with markers. Well, I will try to use my water-based markers again. My real brush pens did dry out. I did throw them away because there was no salvaging them, but I've had them since 2019. So, they've been used. So it's just time for a new set, I guess. And I don't know if I'm going to replace them. I may replace them with a smaller set of something else because I don't feel like I utilize them enough, but we'll see. I've got some other stuff. We'll see if I utilize it. So we'll try again over here on the next page. And, I don't know. I may use marker and pencil. We'll see. I mean, this was kind of was it a fail? I don't know. And then my orange that I was using was too close to my yellow. Ugh. It's sort of pretty. Like if you just look from like here down, and the letters aren't bad. If you just look at these, like this part, it's pretty, okay? But it is what it is. I'm owning it, and we'll date it, and we'll put it on our finished pages, and it will be there. And someday, I will. It's just this paper does not like being treated very well. I think I was trying to do things. I shouldn't have done the background with the water-based marker like I did. I should have used a watercolor or a gouache or a marker, but I hate using things on here, and these are great in small areas, but I had forgotten that when you start watering them down, you can see the colors come out, and it makes a great effect. But I just don't think this paper is the right paper for it, making it that wet, doing that much area. And I didn't want to do a marker because, this is now gritty because of the, and I should have sanded it, but yeah, I thought I'd be okay. However, it'll be a nice reminder. I may take a black marker and just go on the outside and see how I can mess that up. I love it. It's a great example of, like I said, it's not failure. I don't know what to call it. It's a lesson in frustration is what it is. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you coming on every journey with me. I know y'all like these videos, and I am sorry that it has taken me so long. If I can manage to, I can't wait to do that one. Ooh, if I can manage to come up with a normal schedule, I will do that. But, if you want to tell me what regularity you would like videos like this, where I struggle. We shouldn't struggle too much with this one or that one. But, if you want to tell me how often you would like videos like this, once a week, twice a month, once a month, what is a good rate for the tea videos? I mean, I always appreciate feedback. And I could probably use some right now, but I'll start working on the next one. We'll get another video put out, and I'll try to make up for lost time. But have a great week. I'm glad to have you with me. I hope you all are well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.